The Vikings, for much of this offseason, has been widely praised as far as being a destination for any new quarterback to have the best chance to be successful. When you consider the offensive weapons they have, the addition of Aaron Jones, the defense being led by Brian Flores, so that side of the ball should be relatively decent, one would hope. And when talking about the offensive line, we've kept it strictly about the bookend tackles. Yep, one of the best tandems in the league, while at the same time conveniently ignoring the weakness that is the interior offensive line. And I've been guilty of that as well. But when you look at the interior offensive line, right guard, Ed Ingram certainly had a better sophomore season compared to his rookie campaign. However, going into year 3, can you say that you're fully confident in him moving forward? I'm not quite there yet. Garrett Bradbury is your starting center who is undersized, lacks strength and power to where you can't even execute what should be automatic for all starting centers, all starting 32 centers across the league, being the anchor that is a half yard out from the first down marker to get a new set of downs, or a half yard out from the end zone to where you should be able to punch this in for 6, the QB sneak or the push QB sneak. Garrett Bradbury doesn't even have the power for that. To where KOC took all the blame at Cincinnati, back-to-back push QB sneak attempts that both failed because, well, Brandon Powell is the smallest guy on the roster. Why would you have him be the push man? When in reality, it didn't even matter if you could channel prime Mike Allstott to be the push man. Garrett Bradbury, back-to-back plays, got blown the hell up. You didn't have a chance. And the one solid piece you could say on the interior offensive line that, at least for me, I felt the most confident about, not to say that he's perfect or great, but his strengths outweigh his flaws, Dalton Risner. But to start this offseason, most of this offseason, hey, we're going to go with Blake Brandel as our starting left guard. Really? That's, this interior offensive line is going to struggle. It's going to be bad. But they did an about face. Adam Schefter reports that the Vikings are signing Dalton Risner. He's coming back on a 1-year deal. And according to Ian Rappaport, that deal includes a signing bonus, per game, and 53-man bonuses and incentives if he's the majority of season starter. This is a big signing. This is a big deal for this team. And not just this team, but more specifically, both Sam Darnold and J.J. McCarthy. Because in the case of McCarthy, he's already a rookie quarterback, and he's at some point likely to get his feet in the fire. But as far as his supporting cast, for every deficiency that you have, it's only going to make that fire stronger. And for Sam Darnold, you want to give him every possible chance, eliminating as many question marks as you can, give him every chance to rejuvenate his career as far as being a starter in this league. And I understand that Dalton Risner as a run blocker leaves a lot to be desired, but as a pass blocker, he's pretty good. Last year, 11 starts, 0 sacks allowed. And I gotta say, man, it didn't sit well with me that Dalton Risner felt like he had to campaign for his job. I don't think that was right on the side of the league. This is a good football player. You mean to tell me that he shouldn't have been picked up, signed on the second, third wave of free agency once free agency started, to where this man he's been forced to say, hey, I started this many games, 0 sacks allowed, and here's the film. I just want a fair contract. That's it. He shouldn't have had to do that. He's a good player. But I do wonder, what exactly changed the view of the offensive staff, KOC and Wes Phillips? Because back on May 25th, so this was 4 days ago, via the Star Tribune, Wes Phillips, offensive coordinator, praised Blake Brandel as the starter at left guard. Oh my God, this guy, all the traits, he's getting bigger every day. We think he's going to be a good fit. That was on the 25th. They've only had one OTA practice since that time. Yesterday, the 28th. We go from singing his praises and he's the perfect fit and we believe in him moving forward to, a day later, today, the 29th, they signed Dalton Risner. What did they see or not see all of a sudden to do an about face that quickly to where they felt, all right, we don't have the confidence in you as we thought we had as far as being the automatic lock-in starter. So maybe you could still be the starter, but we're going to at least bring in competition. I would project, I'm going to go ahead and speculate that Risner will be the starter going into the 2024 season at left guard, and Blake Brandel will go back to being a depth piece. I'm so glad they brought this man back.